All right, beautiful. Thank you for joining me for a yoga and meditation class. My name is Holly. My pronouns are she, her. This is a floor-based class. You will want a carpeted area or a yoga mat. You don't need to have any fancy yoga props or any prior yoga experience or meditation experience. This is a beginner-friendly class. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position. You are welcome to sit crisscross applesauce or in Sukhasana, easy pose with one foot in front of the other. Can rock back and forth side to side a few times. Maybe roll your shoulders forward, backward, and then sit up nice and tall. Lift your chest, drop your shoulders, and take a nice easy breath in through your nose. Anything you'd like to let go of, and sigh it out, let it go with the exhale breath. Breathe in. Again, just exhale. Inhale. Let it go through the exhale breath. And for the next 40 minutes or so, just give yourself permission to set the rest of your day aside. Any things on your to-do list, any worries or cares, just set them aside for now and allow yourself to just be here enjoying some gentle movement and relaxation in your body. Sitting up nice and tall, you can place your hands on either sides of your hips. So your fingers are pressing into the floor a little bit to help you sit up tall. Take an inhale, stretch the crown of your head up. Exhale through your nose and tilt your right ear towards right shoulder, stretching the left side neck. It's worth noting that I'm not mirroring you, so it might look like I'm moving my head to the left when in fact I'm moving my head to the right. You are welcome to follow my words or my body movement. Either way, just know that I will do the right side of postures first, unless I forget, which sometimes happens. Slowly bring your head back to center. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale through your nose, tilt your left ear towards left shoulder, stretching the right side neck. You might notice that this side feels or look different from the other side. It does for me. We are not symmetrical. Sometimes through a yoga practice, we even out a little bit, but the real goal of yoga is self-realization, self-care. So getting to know yourself better, taking care of yourself, and by extension, community care. So it doesn't really matter if we're a little lopsided. You can still practice yoga. Good. Bring your head back to center. Look straight ahead. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale through your nose, bring your chin down towards your chest. Now notice if you start to lean forward or hunch forward, lift your chest slightly so it's just your neck moving at the beginning of class. Look down the center line of your body. Now lift your nose and chin, look forward, and then keep looking up towards the ceiling. You can tilt your nose and chin up, and if it feels good, you can even relax your head all the way back, never force your body. Good. Slowly bring your head back to center, look forward, inhale, stretch up. Exhale through your nose, bring your chin over your right shoulder, look for the wall behind you. Notice again, if you're leaning forward or back, sit up nice and tall, evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones so it's just your neck spine moving. Good. Slowly, carefully unwind, come back to center, take your time. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale through your nose, bring your chin over your left shoulder. So the spine moves in 6 different directions, right, left, backward, forward, twisting to each side. And we will do all of those multiple times, even in our short little yoga class. Look back. Good. And slowly, carefully unwind. Let's get the rest of the body involved. As you inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead, stretch up at the top, feel your spine decompress. Palms in prayer. Exhale, pull your hands through heart center. And then bring your thumbs towards your sternum, press your palms together, feel your biceps engage. Interlace your fingers and push your palms out for a nice knuckle stretch. We have 28 knuckles and we want to stretch all of them. So sometimes when we think about yoga, we think about balancing on one leg, right? Or bending our spine, but it's really, we're working into not just like our limbs and our spine, but even like our fingertips and our toes, right? Every part of the body gets a little bit of love in yoga. Release that grip, take your arms down by your side, keep your right hand on the floor, and on the inhale, reach your left arm long overhead, stretching the left side body. Notice if you start to tilt to the right, try to press your left sit bone down, so it's just the spine moving. Good. On your next exhale, come back to center, float your left hand down. Let's do the other side. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Notice if your chest starts to concave, roll your right rib cage back, lengthen your right arm, drop your right shoulder down, stretching the right side body. On your next exhale, come back to center, right hand down. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. Inhale, reach your left arm up, stretch up. Beautiful. Exhale, come back to center, left arm down. Inhale, right arm up, stretching right side body. Exhale, come back to center, right arm down. Last one, inhale, reach. Exhale, come back, shoulders down. Breathe in, keep your chin away from your chest. Lovely, and breathe out, right arm down. Good. Take an inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, bring your left hand to right knee, left hand to right knee, right hand close behind you like a second spine or a kickstand. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull abdomen in, look over your right shoulder, twist. A little bit goes a long way. For some folks, just looking towards the wall behind you might be a nice spine twist. For other people, it might feel good to gently press your left hand into your right knee or right thigh and twist back, roll your right rib cage back. Good, slowly, carefully unwind, come back to center. Beautiful, we'll do the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull abdomen in, look over your left shoulder, drop your shoulders. Notice if you're leaning to the left, lean a little to the right. Again, evenly distribute your body weight on both sitting bones, so it's just the spine moving. Good, slowly, carefully unwind, come back to center. We're gonna make our way into tabletop position, coming into all fours. And if you have tight knees, toes, or ankles, you're welcome to roll up your yoga mat, or if you don't have a yoga mat, you might place a small blanket underneath any delicate joints so that you have a little bit of extra padding there. From here, you want your hands about shoulder width distance, wrists under shoulders, and knees about hip width distance, knees under hips. Spread your fingers wide, press your knuckles down. We'll cat-cow. Take an inhale. Exhale through your nose, pull your abdomen in, round your spine like a cat, meow. You can relax your head down, draw your belly button up towards the ceiling, press your hips forward slightly, ribs to hips, hips to ribs, belly button to spine. On your next inhale, cow pose, moo. You're gonna drop your abdomen down, stick your butt up, send your gaze up towards the ceiling, roll your shoulders back and down away from the ears, doing a little back bend here. Exhale into your cat pose, pull the abdomen in, push the floor away from you, keep your shoulders out of your ears, core engaged. Inhale into your cow pose, you can let your stomach relax, look up towards the ceiling, squeeze shoulder blades, scapula together. Last round, exhale, cat pose. Again, a little bit goes a long way. Inhale, cow pose. Send your gaze up towards the ceiling, look up. Exhale, neutral spine position, coming into a flat back. Keep your left hand on the floor. Take an inhale through your nose, reach your right arm up, look up for a little shoulder opener and spine twist. Look up for the ceiling. Exhale, set your right hand back down on the floor. Let's do the other side. Inhale, reach your left arm up, look up. Think about rolling your left shoulder, left rib cage back. Exhale, left hand down. We're gonna thread the needle. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Take your right arm under your left arm, right ear to floor, right shoulder to floor. Option to keep your left hand on the floor. You can also reach your left arm up towards the ceiling and then drape it behind you. You can reach for your waistband, your hip, or even reach for your right thigh with your left hand. Take a slow inhale. Beautiful, slow exhale. If your right hand is straight behind you, reach your left arm up. Pardon me, left hand down to the floor. We're gonna unthread the needle. Inhale, reach your right arm up, look up, nice little twist. Exhale, set your right hand down. Other side, inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle, left arm under right arm, left shoulder to floor, left ear to floor. You can keep your right hand on the floor or reach up and then drape it behind you, reach for your left thigh with your right hand. Your right hand is straight behind you, reach your right arm up, put your right hand on the floor, unthread the needle, inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, left hand down. Wonderful. We're going to go into a down dog. Tuck your toes under, send your hips up towards the ceiling, press your heels down to the floor. Spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles so you're not putting all of your weight in your wrists. Take a breath here. Stretching out through the calves, the hamstrings. If your heels are not touching the floor, you might widen your step a little bit so there's more space between your feet, and that might help the heels press down. We'll take one more breath here. Good. Look forward, bend your knees, come back onto all fours, back into your tabletop. Very nice. From here, Identify right and left. Stretch your right leg back behind you. You can tuck your right toes under. Option to keep your right toes on the floor or lift your right foot off the floor. Option to stay here or balance challenge. Reach your left arm off the floor, thumb towards the ceiling, pinky towards the floor. Take a breath. Good. Set your left hand back down, bend your right knee down. We'll do the other side. Straighten your left leg, tuck your left toes under, drop your left hip down, so 2 hips in line. Option to keep your big toe on the floor or lift your left heel up. Again, drop the left hip down, square off the hips. You can stay here or keep your core engaged. Reach your right arm forward, neck long, shoulders out of the ears. Good. Set your right hand back down on the floor. Bend your left knee, left foot back down on the floor. And we're going to go into our down dog again. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, press your heels down. You can bring your chin in slightly to your chest. Think about making a V shape with your body. Breathe. Good. Look forward again. Bend your knees, coming onto the floor. Bring your big toes together, open your knees, and we're going to go into a wide-legged child's pose. Sink your hips back, reach your arms forward, bringing your forehead towards the floor and your hips towards your heels. As you inhale, feel your ribs expand. And as you exhale, feel your ribs contract. Breathe in and breathe out. Walk your hands in under your shoulders, press yourself up. So sitting up tall, you can place your hands behind you at your lower back and do a little back bend. Look up towards the ceiling as you arch your spine. Good. Come back into a spine neutral position. If your mat is rolled up like mine is, you can unroll your mat, and then we're going to make our way onto the back. So lying on your back with your head on the floor, bend your knees so that your feet are about hip width distance, ankles under knees. Bring your knees together for a collapsed bridge. Feel your lower back lengthen towards the floor. And if you'd like, you can sort of windshield wiper your knees right and left, rolling out the lower back and the hips. Always feels good. Great. Coming back to center, bring your knees about hip width distance. Rotate your shoulders, palms face down. You can bring your arms underneath you. You can have your palms face down. You can also interlace your fingers. Keep your head on the floor, tuck your chin in slightly, squeeze your glutes, and lift your hips up for bridge pose. So press your heels down, squeeze your glutes. Chin slightly to chest, neck long, head on the floor. Rather than flaring out your ribs, see if you can knit your ribs together. And then engage your glutes, lift your hips and pelvis up 1 more inch. Good. Slowly lower your hips down. Take your arms out to the side. Keep your left foot on the floor. Lift your right foot off the floor. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh for supine figure 4. Option to keep your left foot on the floor or lift it off the floor, hug your thighs in towards your abdomen. You can keep your hands on the floor. You can grab the outsides of your legs. You can also interlace your fingers behind your left thigh and pull down. Head on the floor, 2 shoulders, 2 hips on the floor, neck long, breathing normal. This is a great side seat stretch. It's a good hip opener, and we're stretching out the sciatic nerve, right? The longest nerve in the body that runs from the lower back through the outer leg to the foot. The sciatic nerve is like as thick as your thumb. It is a thick nerve and it wants to be stretched out. So here we're stretching out the lower back where that nerve sometimes gets pinched, and we're also stretching along the hip and outer thigh. If your fingers are interlaced behind you, return your hands to the floor, left foot to the floor, uncross your feet, right foot to the floor, and we'll do the other side. Lift your left foot off the floor, cross left ankle over right thigh. You can keep your right foot on the floor or lift it off the floor, hugging your thighs in towards your abdomen. And again, you can keep your hands on the floor. You can grab the backs of your legs, or you can interlace your 10 fingers behind your right thigh. Try to keep 2 shoulders and hips on the floor, chin slightly to chest. Relax through the left hip and take a breath. Think about sending an inhale through the nose, down the spine, through the left hip, all the way to the left foot. And as you exhale, just relax a little bit deeper into the posture. Let your muscles soften. Any grip you have on the backs of your legs, release it. Return your right foot to the floor, left foot to the floor. Happy baby, lift both feet off the floor, flex your toes back. You can grab the backs of your legs or knees. You can also grab your ankles or catch your feet from the outside. And then from here, you might try rocking right and left, rolling out the lower back. And as you roll to the right, you can experiment with straightening your right leg to stretch the inner thigh. And then as you come back to center, bend your right knee. As you roll to the left, straighten the left leg, come back to center, sort of stretching out the inner thighs, as well as rolling out the back and opening the hips. And it's a little bit playful, right? I believe that there's room for play in a yoga practice. It doesn't have to be so serious. Once you're even on both sides, come back to center. You might think about drawing your knees a little bit closer to the floor, not forcing the body, just getting a good hip opener. Release any grip that you have on the backs of your legs. Place your hands outside of your knees. Bring your knees and feet together, heels towards your hips. Take your arms out to the side in a big expansive gesture. And you're going to roll to the left so that your right hip stacks on top of left hip. Try to keep your right shoulder down on the floor. You can keep the back of your head on the floor. You can also look over your right shoulder. It's a nice spine twist, also an abdominal wall twist, good for digestion. With the arms open like this, we're stretching out the chest, the shoulders, where a lot of us tend to carry tension. Take a breath here. Wonderful. If you're looking over your right shoulder, slowly roll the back of your head to the floor. With or without the help of your hands, roll your right hip to the floor. And we'll do the other side. Keep rolling. So left hip stacks on top of right hip, left shoulder down to the floor. You can keep the back of your head on the floor or look over your left shoulder. And again, you might find that this side feels different from the other side. It does for me. That's okay. We're not symmetrical, and you do not need to be symmetrical to practice yoga. A little bit goes a long way. Take a breath. If you're looking over your left shoulder, slowly roll the back of your head to the floor. With or without the use of your hands, roll your left hip down. Now we're going to give ourselves a big hug here at the end of our asana practice. Lift your chin and chest, drawing your forehead towards your knees. You can wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a big hug. Think about tensing up every muscle in your body. You can even make a funny face if that feels nice for you. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, release the grip on your legs, bring your arms and legs down. Savasana. You're welcome to close your eyes. Let your hands, head, and feet be heavy. Feel the back of your head and neck starting to lengthen to the floor. Soften through your shoulder blades. Let your belly button be heavy like lead. Relax through your hips, your thighs, your calves. Softening through your arms, your hands, your feet. As you inhale, feel your body rise. Exhale, body fall. I describe this class as a yoga and meditation class, but meditation is actually a limb of yoga. So we're just shifting gears in how we're practicing yoga. For this meditation, you are welcome to continue to lie on the floor. You can also mindfully roll off to one side. Again, mindfully, intentionally slow, start to press yourself up, making your way into a comfortable seated position. There is no rush. There is no such thing as a good meditator or a bad meditator. There are simply people who meditate and people who do not. So for the sake of today, you are one of the people that meditates. Take off any pressure to perform a certain way or to do it right. I don't think of meditation as an absence of thought. I think of it more as compassionate mind control, or the idea that we can observe our thoughts and our feelings passing without being inside of them. So we can notice what, maybe we keep looping back to without being inside of that thought. Once you've found a comfortable way to sit or lie down, start to enter into a little bit more stillness. You are welcome to close your eyes. You can do a soft, fuzzy gaze beyond the tip of your nose. You can also anchor to a spot on the floor, a wall, or a ceiling that helps you feel anchored in your body. I'm now going to light a candle as a symbolic gesture that we are entering into a more intentional space, being intentional with our breath, intentional with our body movement, and intentional with our thoughts. So much of our day is spent running from task to task, person to person, place to place, thought to thought. Just for a few minutes, you get to slow down and be still. This is a gift that you've given yourself, and it's a practice. Just like we practiced a yoga posture, we practice a little bit of stillness. We practice the sacred art of doing nothing. And sometimes if we've been running around all day, or maybe even all week, or for our whole life, it can be a little jarring when we finally do slow down. So if at any point you find that you get a little bit anxious or restless in a meditation, that's okay. Again, there's no such thing as a good meditator or a bad meditator. Think about practicing stillness and breath compassionately. So whenever I notice that I've followed a thought down a trail or I'm fidgeting, rather than being harsh with myself, I congratulate myself on observing that. And then I'll say thinking, 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 and then I'll come back into my breath, back into the present moment. I'll give us 1 minute just to be still and breathe. Two monks were walking down the side of the road. It was their Sabbath day, and they had taken a vow not to do any work, not even to pick anything up. As they walked and talked and enjoyed each other's company, they came across a woman trying to cross the road with all of her groceries, and she was struggling a little bit. Without thinking much of it, one of the monks turned to her, asked her if she'd like help. She said, "I would love that, thank you." So he picked up some of her groceries, helped her to the other side of the road, and continued on his way. As they neared the monastery, the monk who had helped the woman turned to his friend and said, "I can tell that something is bothering you. What's on your mind?" His friend said, we took a vow not to do work. We took a vow not to pick anything up, but you picked up, those women's groceries. You broke that vow that we made." And he said, "I set her groceries down a mile ago, and you're still carrying them." Observe what you might be carrying in your life. This is an invitation to put it down and set it aside. Maybe not forever, maybe just for the next 10 minutes. And if you find that there's something that you simply can't set down, whether it's from guilt or shame or stress, you might just imagine what it would feel like, what it will feel like to put it down somewhere. Give yourself permission to set aside your day, your life, your responsibilities, the identities that you hold, just for a few moments. Allow yourself just to be here in your breath and your body without judgment or expectation. This is a loving kindness meditation. And there's many versions of this meditation, but we will do a specific version from Zen Buddhism. First, bring to mind someone that you love dearly. It can be your best friend, your partner, a family member, someone that is easy to love. Picture them in your mind's eye. You might notice any emotions that come up, sensations in the body, thoughts or memories. Holding your dear one in your mind's eye, in your heart, silently say to them, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be at peace. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be at peace. Holding this person in your heart for another breath. And then let them go. Consider that at some point in your life, you have likely been on the receiving end of that, whether it's a specific loving kindness meditation or simply a prayer or well wish. Next, bring to mind a neutral person in your life. It can be maybe someone that works at the grocery store. You can picture their face, but you don't know their name, or a neighbor that you interact with occasionally. Holding this neutral person in your heart and your mind's eye. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. Observe any emotions or sensations in the body or lack thereof with this neutral person. Holding them in your heart with well intention for another breath. And then let them go. Pause to consider that you may have been this neutral person in someone else's meditation at some point. Next, bring to mind a mentor of yours who is no longer a mentor. So it could have been a teacher who taught you so much on a subject, but your relationship shifted over time. Or someone that at one point you looked up to greatly, and now you've moved on, and you might know some things that that person, is no longer a fit in your life, but at one point they were a mentor or teacher to you. Observe any sensations in the body, emotions, memories, thoughts, judgments come up with this person. Holding them in your heart, in your mind's eye. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. Take another breath sitting with this person. And then let them go. Intentionally let them go. Consider that it is possible that you have also been this mentor for someone at one point in your life. Next, bring to mind someone that you find it difficult to love. You may simply have clashing personalities or different ideologies. You may know them well, or they might be a public figure that you've never actually met. Notice any sensations that arise in your body, not simply emotions, but if you do feel a certain emotion, where do you feel it? In your chest, in your shoulders, in your jaw? Observe these emotions without attaching to them, right? We're observing our thoughts and feelings without being in them. Holding this person in your heart and in your mind's eye. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. Holding this person in your heart, wishing them well for another breath. And then let them go. If you find it difficult to let go, just practice or imagine what that might feel like. Pause to reflect that it's possible that you have been this person for someone else. Whether simply a clash of personalities or a misunderstanding, that someone has extended you grace, even if it's simply through a meditation or a prayer. Now bring to mind your greater community, your friends, your family, maybe coworkers or people that you do activities with. Holding your circle in your mind's eye. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be at peace. Observing any sensations that arrive from this feeling of connectedness. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be at peace. Zooming out a little bit more, not just to your circle, but to all humans and beyond humans, all animals, plants, creatures big and small, maybe our whole earth. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be at peace. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be at peace. And now zooming in for perhaps the most difficult one, turning this loving kindness towards yourself. And observe if there's any sort of resistance to that, and just notice. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be at peace. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be at peace. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. You're welcome to stay in your meditative space for as long as you'd like. Otherwise, I will count us down from 3, at which case you can move your body in a way that might tell yourself that you're shifting gears. Inhale and let it go for 3, 2, 1. I am now blowing out this candle as a symbolic gesture that our intentional time together is coming to an end. And I am letting the very real smoke clear the air as a reminder that when we set intention and take time to slow down, we literally change our connection to the space around us and the people around us. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Hope to practice with you soon. Bye, friends.